And there we are. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Red shoe pickers are in the house, but I'll tell you this afternoon we were out in the backyard. We had a pretty good Thanksgiving, all things considered, and we hope you did too. We had 3/5 of our kids were over with their families, and we had a very pleasant day, I must say. So, hope you all did too. They all loaned us their crock pots. We had about 6 crock pots going out there to keep things warm, but it worked. So, and hopefully we'll never have to do that again, but as Thanksgivings go, and as things are, I guess it could have been worse. So, there's a lot of transitions going on this year with everything. And, oh, what a clever segue. We're going to start with a song that's ours called Transitions. Play your thing just a little bit there. Just might turn that down too much. There we go. That's better. All right. Alrighty then, here we go. By the way, this is one of our songs. We're going to do 3 of our own songs tonight. So they're all on album that we did. There it is. It looks like that. You can get it over here at the acoustic shop if you're in town, or you can just download it on all your favorite streaming services too. So and more about the guitars in a bit. Are we ready? A 3, 4.
Pursuing your most fervent dreams could be a road to bliss. Transitions, they're not always bad. Transitions, a change from what you had. Transitions, at first might make you sad. Transitions, just do it and be glad. The world keeps right on changing. Why can't you be different too? You think you owe the ones you love. Maybe they owe you. And transitions, they're not always bad. Transitions, a change of what you had. Transitions, at first might make you sad. Transitions, just do it and be glad. Transitions, they're not always bad. Transitions, a change in what you had. Transitions, at first might make you sad. Transitions, just do it and be glad.
Alrighty, there's the transition song. Now I'm going to switch guitars. Let me get the sponge out of this. There was a sponge in there, by the way. These guitars that I'm playing tonight are not my guitar. Neither one of them. They belong to a friend of ours who was killed in a very freak accident at the beginning of the year. I'm banging the microphone. And his wife has asked if we would help her sell them. So we're doing that. The one I just played on is a beautiful Taylor. This is an Alvarez. Oh, I don't have a strap for this one, and I don't feel like changing straps, so I got me a rubber gasket. Let me put that right there, so you'll stay put. There we go. So anyway, this is an Alvarez. This is a kind of a beginner's guitar, I think. Now, of course, the beginner guitar I had when I was 13 years old was a Sears. I think it was a silver tone, but it strikes me it had a different name. My folks paid $15 for it, or $13, I think. It had a genuine pine neck, which if you dug your fingernails in, you could actually dig your fingernails into the neck. It was really a quality piece of equipment. But I learned how to play guitar on it. If you're interested in learning how to play guitar, Christmas is coming, or if you have someone in your family who talks about that and you'd like to get them a nice little starter guitar, this is a dandy. It's an Alvarez model something I can't remember. I have to look inside to see. We've got it priced at $399, but make an offer and it could probably be yours. It's like I said, it's a good little guitar, and we're going to play it for you now and let you hear what it sounds like. This is a song for teachers, and boy, talk about heroes. There are some heroes out there who are working every day. You just can't say enough about teachers, nurses, all the people in grocery stores. Things are really tough right now, and so this song, I wrote this before all of this started about teachers, but boy, it's even more poignant now than it was then. So we're going to do this. This is called a Teacher Song. 3, 4. Keep going, I forget to keep like this.
No, taking the long road and making it short. Learning to sing when I was no good at sports. Dreaming that someday I could walk on the moon. There's something that I learned from you. Knowing that people are different from me and enjoying their thoughts when we might disagree. Watching others develop while I gave them some room. There's something that I learned from you. You were a teacher and a poet, a friend to drop by and help me know I was alright. And I left your embrace with a glow in my eye. And here I come, world, out tight. I can do things I do as well as others. I guess some things I'll never accomplish. I have to confess, but I should never stop searching for new things to do. For something that I learned from you. You were a teacher, a poet, a friend to drop by. You helped me know I was alright. And I left your embrace with a glow in my eye. And here I come, world, tight. Climbing mountains that seem just too far to the top. Figuring how to fix broken stuff out in the shop. Knowing there weren't too many things that I couldn't do. There's something that I learned from you. There's something that I learned from you. There's something that I learned from you.
All right, we're sounding better than we thought we would. We got a little beat today. When you're setting up Thanksgiving in the backyard, it turns out there's a good deal of work involved, including lighting a fat fire in our fire pit thing. And we were both just kind of snoozing away here. Just realized, we were going to do a show tonight. So here we are. Anyway, this guitar, if you've already learned how to play and you decide you want to make an investment, or if you have a friend who has learned how to play and you want to give them a wonderful gift, this is it. This is a beautiful guitar. This is a Taylor I don't remember the model of this either, but you can personal message me. Yeah. That's a wonderful sound. Yeah, it's a little bit loud. Let me just turn it down here a little bit. There we go. This is a Taylor. This is actually about a $3,000 guitar. We've got it up for $19.99. If you want to make an offer, please do. And it could be yours to give to somebody. What am I looking for? Oh, this. Could be yours to give to somebody, or for your give to yourself. I think maybe everybody kind of deserves a present this year, and if you think you deserve one, well, this is a wonderful guitar. I just can't say enough about it. If I didn't already have a nice Taylor, I'd go ahead and probably buy this one myself. So we're going to go ahead and do this last song now. This is, speaking of the plague, well, let me just read this, and it kind of speaks for itself. Let me get a little drink of water here for you. There we go. Turkey makes you thirsty. In these days of Black Lives Matter and COVID, we'd like to sing a song about one of America's greatest heroes. She was a young lady you possibly never heard of African-American descent. Her name was Henrietta Lacks. In the late 1940s and early 1950s, scientists were trying to grow human cells in the lab to facilitate the creation of new vaccines without having to use animal or human subjects to try them out on. It had been an unsuccessful attempt until a doctor who was, quote, treating, unquote, Henrietta Lacks for terminal cervical cancer cut off a piece of her cancerous tumor without her or her family's knowledge and took it to his lab to try cell growth again. The next morning, his assistant called him and excitedly told him the cells were alive and multiplying. To this day, no one knows why Henrietta's cells lived in the lab. The doctor could have been a kind of a jerk and just sold them and got rich, but fortunately, he was a decent soul and gave them to any research lab who wanted to use them, and as a result, there are now vaccinations for polio, measles, smallpox, chickenpox, and the list just goes on. The only acknowledgement to the original owner of the cells, Henrietta, is their name, HeLa cells, named after the first two letters in her first and last name, Henrietta Lacks, HeLa. Now, once again, Henrietta is on the verge of saving the world from the current pandemic, as her cells are an integral part of the creation of a vaccination for it. And no one ever got to tell her thank you. She, because of her race, did not die well. It's time we, as humanity, say thank you to her for all she's doing to help us all to live longer lives. So, that's what this next song is about. Can she hear us sing? Well, we won't know really till we reach the other side, but if you feel like singing the thank you chorus with us, feel free. And we're going to do it right now for you. This is called Thank You.
Didn't invite you, but how could I do that to someone who didn't even exist in my head? Now it seems that you might be living inside of me. Maybe ask my permission instead of the way that they spread you around to us all. We've become such a giant for someone so small. And how could you know that you were the one to save all of humanity? You were so young, you're cursed with perfection. Say thank you. Nobody said please or just would you mind? I turn inside of me where some of you reside. And my soundness and strength are just what I find. Let me take my turn to say thank you. It's not like me to want to have someone against me that I've never met, yet I'm thankful that you became part of me. And if you We're cursed with perfection. For that, we have to say thank you. Nobody said please or just would you mind. I turn inside of me where some of you resides, and my soundness and strength are just what I find. Let me take my turn to say thank you.
All right, I thank you all for looking in. And if you're curious about these guitars, boy, I would be. Personal message me on my Facebook page. I guess is the easiest way to do that. My name is Paul Ferris, Phariss. If we're not friends, or you can personal message us, I guess, on this Red Shoe Pickers page, I guess. And we'll see you next week. Have a fun week, please.